got any questions, like preliminary, any type of thing, I'm gonna take questions at the end as well, but just I know we got like a versatile people. Some people know me, some people don't. Some people I spoke with, some people I probably didn't.
Probably, probably. I didn't think about the I'm super happy. I'm super happy. And we got
Hold on.
it's a very long time for the school. So in that sense, it's not just basketball. It's only like opportunities. So really, really most you can get a lot of places. And you could really put yourself in a position. I didn't know. I didn't really know about community college. But I didn't know until I got recruited to schools in the park. So I didn't know. It was kind of like an interview somewhere. So I was like,
All right, y'all. Kenneth, thank you for that too. I'm gonna,
really,
yeah. So let me share my screen real quick.
Wait, I wasn't even excited. I was great. Yeah, and I made a transfer start. I was like, oh, you know, I get an opportunity to create really remember doors. It was, I saw a beautiful. We weren't thinking that.
All right. Thank y'all for coming. I know the weather didn't permit itself, but you know, by the end of this call, either we're gonna do another tryout either next Saturday or next Sunday. I didn't want to choose a certain day because everyone's schedule. So I just, you know, we had some tryouts previously as well. You know,
Oh, really? Was it?
yeah. We just started, Mr. Ray, so you good. So yeah, because I sent the wrong Zoom at first. But yeah, we had previously had some mini workouts just to see, you know, some of the players, get a early look on them. Because as you see, we only accepting 12 players, been getting a lot of interest. Now, if we get a super lot of interest and we got good talent, there's a possibility that we could have two teams, but the goal is to keep everything quality, right? And so we got some players returning from last year. We added some new pieces, and more importantly, this is a program. So we just want to tell you a little bit about the program, answer some of your questions. Eventually, we want to get everybody in the door so we could see everybody firsthand and see how, you know, we can help you. We can help anybody on any level. And you know, whether this team is for you or it's not, somehow we could assist you, right? So that's what we're here for. All right. So this is the 15U Elite Exposure Parent Information Session. Welcome to For Greatness Academy. That's IV Greatness, or that's the Roman numeral for greatness, right? Thank you for investing your time to learn about our developmental focus program. We're a developmental focus program, right? Everything else that we do is a part of your development, right? Nothing that we do is not a part of your development. And so we're a non-traditional academy as well. So a lot of things that you traditionally probably used to, we probably don't do it in that direct fashion, right? And a lot of those ways, they don't work, all right? So this is designed to help you understand what it truly takes for your athletes to become recruitable. You have to become recruitable before you get recruited. right? And so everyone can get recruited by some school somewhere, but you have to have the recruitable skills. It's not about stats, it's about skills. And so we want to help you develop that mindset and to help you develop that skill set. On whether our structured approach aligns with your family's goals and commitment level, right? So this is why we're only offering 12 spots, because we're looking for the most committed people now, right? As we've been helping, we helped over 300 kids get to college, trained over 5,000, had some players, you know, in high school now, middle school, been working with some players. And the number one thing is commitment, right? If I put all the players up there and we do an exercise, 95% of the people was going to say they want to play in pro or they want to play college. Now, it was only 3% of athletes that go to college and less than 1% of 1% that make it pro. In order to be a pro, you need to have 10,000 hours, right? So if you put that work in, then you could be a pro, right? And so the goal of what we're trying to do is keep you committed so that you can invest. The more input that you get, then you'll be able to extract something later on. It's like investing. You invest into your game, into your body, into your mind, into your skill set. And then later on, you could potentially receive a scholarship, right? To go to college and play on a basketball team at some level. D1, D2, D3, NAIA, JUCO. So the better grade you got, the better character you got, the better skill set that you got, the more stronger your body is, the more relationships that you got. You're investing in your basketball career, right? And so I want to note that. The real problem holding players back. Most talented players don't get recruited because they lack ability, but because they lack direction. The youth basketball landscape is filled with confusion, mixed priorities, and fragmented approaches that leave families overwhelmed and athletes unprepared. Too many teams, no clear plan. Jumping between programs without strategic direction dilutes development and confuses recruiter about commitment. So just like a job, you look at your resume, you play for 5 different programs in the last 5 years. I don't want to be the 6th. So you're talented, but I really can't afford to I'm a D1 coach. I'm making $1 million a year, $800,000 a year. I can't afford for me and my family to take a risk and then you wind up leaving, right? So they want to see a track record of consistency, right? They don't want to see you jumping from team to team, program to program. And for your own development, it's not good because you could never really stay committed long-term to develop the quality of level skills and coaching that you really need, right? Then we have exposure without development. Everybody wants exposure. Everyone's running to exposure this, exposure that. But a lot of kids is getting exposed because they're not developed yet, right? So you get exposed and you realize, dang, I'm really not that good, but you really don't have a system to get yourself better. So you try another AAU team or you try the AAU team that seems like, you know, more notable, but you really don't find a place there because they have favorites that already have high level players. So you need a balance, right? You need a balance. It's just like college. You have high major, mid major, low major. You have different levels and you could be successful from every level. Steph Curry came from a low major. Ja Morant came from a low major. Dame Lillard came from a low major. Everybody's not a high major player. And just because you're not a high major player doesn't mean that you can't reach the same level as someone that is a high major, right? It's all about work ethic. It's all about positioning yourself for success, right? Playing in showcases without refined skills means wasted opportunities and disappointing evaluations. Then we have development without exposure. You training hard, but you never get in front of the right coaches. This means your talent gets unnoticed, right? You might find a program that, you know what, coaches are good. They don't talk down to the kids. You know, they try to teach them the right way, but they don't have no connects. They don't have no connections. So it's nice and it's good, but it's really not going to get you to the next level, right? We already got 300 kids in college. All we do is get kids into college, right? And so we have those connections. That's why I want to bring those connections to the younger, right? To stop all the confusion, to give them an opportunity. We're not looking for the next LeBron James. We're looking for kids that's hungry that want an opportunity to work and be a success story. Right? We're looking for success stories. So then we have missing physical and mental training, ignoring strength condition and mental performance, leave athletes vulnerable to injury, unable to perform under pressure. Can't perform when it matters the most because you're not prepared. You haven't been training like that. You haven't been put under the mental conditioning to be challenged day in and day out to really see what you're made of, right? And challenge doesn't mean you have to yell and scream at someone. Challenge means showing up consistently, working hard when your body's hurting, doing the details when you don't want to doing it over, when your teammates mess up, running when you don't feel like running, performing when you don't feel like playing defense, when you don't feel like getting taken out the game. All that is a part of developing your character because it's going to happen in life to you. You're not always going to be up and you're not always going to be down. So you have to learn how to get up when you're down and you have to learn how to stay balanced when you get up. And the only way you could do that is by staying focused and doing a routine, right? So AAU basketball alone does not get players recruited. Millions of players pay AAU every year for every type of this new shoe circus popping up. It's not getting nobody recruited. They're taking your money, they flashing, and they paying for their teams. The kids that's not paying, those other teams are paying so these kids don't have to play. And you're still not going to get recruited. So AAU doesn't get recruitable skills. You have to develop the skills, right? Who we are. We're for Greatness Academy, also known as Shooting for Greatness Academy. Shooting for Greatness Academy is the college prep, and for Greatness Academy is the junior prep. Junior prep is similar to college prep, just at a little bit more condensed version, right? Usually we get kids that come from all over the country, all outside the country. They come here, live. We play on the schedule. They play about 40, 50 games. They in the gym every day, training hard. We got to get them into college. It's a quick boot camp. But you guys are in the 9th, 10th grade. You have a little bit of time to work on yourself, develop, to really, be consistent. So we are a development-first basketball organization committed to preparing athletes for the next level through comprehensive training, strategic exposure, and unwavering support. We're there with you day in, day out. We family. Once you lock in with us, we family. I mean, we're going to fight for you. We're not going to fight against you. And we're going to show you how to do this thing the right way so you could make your dreams come true. We're going to be real with you. We're going to be honest with you, but we're going to be there to help you get better. We're going to be here to lift you up when you fall down. We're going to be there to tell you, relax a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Humble yourself a little bit. There's other people out there that's a lot better. So you just got to keep working. And so we got 30 years of combined elite experience, right? Me and Coach Solomon, he's our other coach and college recruiter. We got over 300 athletes placed in college. 30 of them went on to play in the G League, NBA, or overseas. And that resulted in almost $200+ million in NIL and scholarships for families. What matters most isn't just where our athletes play, it's how prepared they are when opportunity arises. Our track record speaks to consistent, intentional development that produces college-ready players. The most recent success story that we have is the first two homeschool athletes to go D1, Zach Johnson and Dylan Mann. Zach Johnson is playing for UCF right now, and Dylan Mann signed with UCF, and he's leaving there in May. And he's going to be working out with y'all until he goes. As a mentor, as something to show you, like, listen, this is attainable, this is achievable. This last year, he had no offers. He had nothing. No one was believing in him. Then he got hurt. His dreams were shattered. He saw his best friend go D1. But then his time came. He stayed patient. He stayed diligent, and his time is here. So that's a story of somebody could follow the same way. I'm Coach Kevin. If you didn't meet me, you're going to meet me, right? I've lived the journey from multiple angles. I played college basketball for 3 different colleges. I experienced firsthand what it takes to compete and succeed. I've been on the play on the side, understanding the challenges athletes face. I've been a star player. I've been a bench player. I've done it all. I've been a champion. I've been a loser. But it's never a loss. It's only a lesson. It's never failure. It's only feedback. I learned more from being down than I did from being up. Because when you're down, it shows you that that's not a place that you want to be. And then if you ever get back up, you appreciate it a lot more. So it don't matter where you at. I've been on the trainer side, refining methods that can actually develop the recruitable skills. And I've been on the recruiting side, helping, develop the relationships with the college coaches and understanding what they're looking for, right? A personal note, my parents loved me and supported my dreams, but we didn't have clear educational alignment. I was the first person to go to college in my family. We didn't know about the basketball recruiting process. All I knew is I didn't have the money to go to college. So I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I don't know about D1, D2. All I know is the schools I see on TV. We had to figure it out through trial and error. That's why I went to 3 colleges. I had game, I had something that people wanted, but I didn't have the right kind of strategy or the right kind of mindset to navigate these things, to get the most value return on investment, right? This program exists so your family doesn't have to guess. We made the mistakes so you don't have to make the mistakes. You deserve clarity, structure, and a proven pathway, right? Our difference is we are not just an AAU team. Traditional AAU programs focus only on weekend tournaments and exposure events. We've built something fundamentally different, a comprehensive development ecosystem that prepares athletes for sustained success at the next level. Number 1 is the recruitable skill development. Gain real-time training focused on decision-making, habits, college coaches' trust, and skills that translate under pressure. Number 2 is strength and conditioning. We build speed, power, and durability while preventing injuries and supporting long-term athletic growth. Number 3 is the mental side and confidence. We develop coachability, accountability, and mental toughness to perform when it matters the most. That's what matters. You ever see someone that come through in March Madness? You're like, where this guy been at? Wait your time, stay patient. You don't gotta hate on nobody, and you don't gotta be jealous or envious of nobody. There's a place for everybody. Know your role, accept your role, and star in your role. Number 4 is college recruiting exposure. Strategic placement at elite exposure platforms while performance is evaluated by decision makers. Actually, all in all, we the decision makers when it comes down to it. Stay committed. We'll get you somewhere if you keep working. If you last, you're going to get somewhere because you're going to be ready, right? And that's another reason why we designed our schedule the way we did, that you're not traveling way out there. You're staying around in North Carolina, little bits of South Carolina, little bits of VA. There's 36 Division I programs in North Carolina alone. If you add in VA in South Carolina, if you can't get recruited there, you now don't get recruited nowhere. There's no coach going to come from across country and recruit you like that, all right? Without these coaches recruiting you first. Stability builds confidence. Confidence builds performance. The 15U exposure circuit. Our 6-month structured program combines development and exposure in a high accountability college prep environment. This isn't a casual recreational league. This is serious preparation for serious athletes. We comprehensive train across all 5 platforms that we just mentioned. Strategic exposure at elite events. This year, we're going to all the big shots, all the phenom, all that. We're going all of that. We even going to college team camp so you could play at Wake Forest in front of the Wake Forest coaches and see what a college campus is going to be, right? We're going to bring you some college campuses so you could get that college experience, see what a D1 look like, see what 2 look like, see what a D3 look like. Individual attention and personalized feedback. That's why we're not taking 30, 40, 50 players on this team. We want to pour into you. We want to pour in maximum that we could pour in, and you see how far you could go. And clear expectation and measurable progress. We're gonna help you identify who you are on the basketball court and what skills you really need to be working on. That's the fastest way for you to get success is know your role, accept your role, and star in your role. And everybody is a star in their role, and your role could change. So this is limited to 12 athletes. Small roster size is intentional, ensuring quality over quantity and real individual development, right? Nowhere on here it doesn't say we're trying to win a national championship. Our goals is to be the number one program. If individuals develop, then we should take care of all that other stuff too. But overall, if the kids ain't getting better, progressing, feeling more confidence, feeling better, then we failed. You understand what I'm saying? All the other stuff is to get them prepared and keep their mind focused on different goals and milestones so they could see their journey and their achievement. But ultimately, if they don't feel like they getting better and we can't see progress, and we failed. You know what I mean? So this is a 6-month timeline, structured progression with clear milestones and opportunities for continued growth and completion. So your program investment, we believe in transparency. The investment required reflects the comprehensive nature of this program, covering professional training, strength and conditioning, mental performance, exposure events, and ongoing mentorship. This is significantly more than a standard AAU team because you're receiving significant more value. The cost of the program is $1,500 if you pay in full for the 6 months. Or we have a $250 per month payment plan. That includes skill development, strength and conditioning program, the mental performance coaching, all of the tournaments, the mentorship, and recruiting education and support. After 6 months, families could continue with advanced training program. We are a year-round program, right? But we know that you have high school, different things like that. So, we might have to customize that, right? But we want to work with you year-round. All right. Who is this program for? This program demands commitment, coachability, and a long-term mindset. It's not designed for everyone, and that's by design. We're looking for athletes and families who are serious about growth and ready to invest in a structured pathway to the next level. You have to be a long-term thinker. You have to be a coachable athlete, family seeking clarity, and players serious about growth. Our vision, we have a clear, ambitious goal that drives every decision we make and every athlete we develop. We're committed to becoming the number one development-based exposure program in the Southeast region. Not the biggest program with the most teams, not the loudest program with the flashiest marketing, but the program that consistently produces the most prepared, recruitable athletes who succeed at the next level. The most prepared. When our athletes step into a college campus or a showcase court, they're ready physically, mentally, and skillfully. So the next steps is, we do the tryout, we do all of that stuff like that. So, any questions about that? Anything? I'm here to answer the question. I just wanted to give information as well. You could come off mute. Can't hear you.
Hey, Kevin, do you guys have any colleges that are specifically looking at you guys?
Excuse me?
Do you guys have any colleges that have built relationships with you yet that are like specifically looking at your program, wanting to know what kind of players you have in your program right now?
Yeah, we got hundreds of coaches. So the thing about it is we need players. Once we have the players, we can match them to many coaches, whether with D1, D2, wherever it's at. And coaches move. So, they end up, they start here. That's how we know a lot of them. They might have started here, then they went over there, they went over here, they went over there. So we got a tremendous amount of relationship. We put over 300 athletes in college. I mean, we could even, I mean, not now, you know, they're not ready for it now, but usually we set up campus visits, college coaches come to our gym, you know, different things like that, you know, yeah, we have the capabilities to do all of that. Any questions for people? Anything?
What is the what's the starting time and compared to when high school basketball is going to get out? I think I talked to you the other day about
Yeah,
it.
so you know, my goal is to get them in the gym like by the second week of February.
Is that all the way through summer?
Oh yeah, that's the 6 months, so that goes to August. So there's like a big convention center tournaments in the live period that I'm gonna take them to in July, you know, and then after that, you know, we could see if, you know, what everybody wants to do. And I have the schedule as well. Let me put this in here so everyone got this a little bit. Let me see.
My follow-up question, you know what the practice schedule would look like, what days and times so far?
Yup. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you'll have option for Sunday skills as well. And then the games, I'm sending it now so everyone can have that as well. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be practicing like training and stuff like that. How do I send this in the
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Oh, I know what I got. I got it. Any other questions from anybody?
Really,
Oh, we had a
Yeah, is
question
there
in the back.
are uniforms and is there any extra like warm-ups we need to get or anything like that?
Does IBG? Oh, you said so. Basically, all that is included. We're going to give them uniforms. It could be if everybody wants to get like a package, a book bag, and you know maybe like a warm up or something like that. Then we would try to like you know put it together as a package. That would be an additional. We don't have. I will definitely get them uniforms, different things of that nature. But if they wanted to get like something as a team, like maybe like a book bag with some warm up or something like that, then you know we could put it together as a team. That it probably could be like an extra $100 or something like that. But yeah. Other than that, there's no extra fees. Like there's no other um like for tournaments, you don't have to pay like another fee for tournament. We're not gonna stay in any hotels. I mean, the furthest that we go is Rock Hill. If you want to stay in a hotel as your family, then I mean, cool. But yeah, the goal is like to save you money on that, and to you know, we have the facility, we have the weight room, we have the court, so we want to maximize that. We want to, you know, be the hardest working team so that when we do go to those places, you know, that we look like something. See, yes, we also got the 12-month program if you want to do the 12-month program. That's just year round. Same pricing, $250 a month, or you just like $2,500 for the year. You know. I figured if people get in on a 6 month, they see how the program is very beneficial, then they'll come back for another 6 months. I know sometimes, you know, people been different places and they're a little bit skeptical, you know, and stuff like that. So we just want to knock all that skepticism out the box, like and get the group of kids that we want. I put the check the chat too. Check the chat. Cause I put the yeah, that's a little bit information about the schedule and stuff right there in the chat in that Canva file. Any other questions, y'all? So now let's take a poll. Would y'all want to do another tryout next Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Sunday?
Unfortunately for us, neither Saturday or Sunday works. JJ's got a youth group thing with his church that he's going to be gone for about 5 days.
Could you bring him in before that? If time permits?
Yeah, he leaves Wednesday. They're going to be on the western side of the state. He leaves Wednesday and comes back Sunday evening.
Okay. we're gonna be in the gym like this week. So definitely, I don't know how tomorrow's gonna look. They say it's supposed to snow and all that stuff like that, but you know, you're in the group, so I'll stay connected with you. So I definitely could see what I'm trying to say, because we've been in connection for a while. So I'm definitely gonna see what he got. If you need to come in Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you could do that as well for an evaluation since he's not gonna be here. But so Sunday I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we probably just do the Sunday. We're gonna do next Sunday at 2:00. Even like Sam, I mean, I know Sam been with us, so he's all right too. Like, you know what I mean? Sam been with us for a while. So let's do Sunday at 2 p.m. At 2 p.m. If you're already registered and all that, you good and stuff like that. But you know, Jeremiah, we'll get you in there. You know what I mean? We'll definitely get you in there. See what you got. Even if we don't get you in there beforehand, we'll still get a look at you. Like, you know what I mean? Sunday at 2 p.m. I think I'm gonna send out more information about that. But same place next week, same time. Please join the online community because you get faster responses overall. We're trying to transition over there because for this team, I'm going to be doing a lot of college workshops with them and the parents so that, we could get a little bit more clarity on, just different things, any type of things that's plaguing them. All right. Any other questions? Nope. So I guess that's it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. I look forward to meeting everyone, seeing y'all. I'm excited. I'm telling you right now, we taking a lot of people out this year. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm in that mindset. I want everyone. I want all the players to stay in that mindset to be great. This year we getting greater. All right. So. Thank y'all very much. See you next week, 2 p.m. on Sunday, y'all. Be safe.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Yes, sir. Yes, everyone. Thank you.